cars are expensive. Ridiculously expensive, in fact. They are so expensive that the average person will have to work their ass off for months just to afford a car that costs them more in running costs than what the car's actually worth. Well, I say no more. Not only am I going to create the cheapest car on the market, but it's also going to be reliable and perfectly roadworthy. This small pickup truck is the perfect specimen to build our car from. It's small and light, but most importantly, cheap. Picking all the cheapest and easiest to manufacture parts because quality is temporary, but profit margins are forever. Crank down the quality to the minimum to cut costs. I'm going to slightly pivot on the car model and opt for a hatchback. Time to paint this hunk of junk. I had a very specific image in my head of how I wanted this budget car to end up looking. Hopefully you recognize it. Anyway, I'm going to put my dodgy design skills to the test to make this car scream millionaire. When in reality, this is a great car to show off your lack of riches. All the parts and trims on this car are completely made of non-recycled plastic because saving the environment is expensive, and that word isn't in my vocabulary. The interior has been carefully designed using whatever was left in the bin, and don't worry, air conditioning is included. You just open the window. Here's to hoping these door handles won't fall off after a few pulls. I'm pretty sure you would actually have to pay people to be seen in this trash car. Luxury features include a roof and, on selected models, a floor. Adding the bumpers now to add what looks like safety, but is actually just a cover-up for the rust. Of course, to finish this beauty off, we have to brand it with our YouTube channel logo for more structural support, and maybe to remind you to subscribe. Please. Also, I would love to make a video where I make my viewers cars, so leave some ideas in the comment section below. Anyway, our car is obviously going to need an engine, so I'm choosing a 3-cylinder inline made from cast iron and a whopping 0.6 liters of displacement. I'm once again choosing the most cost-effective materials in my design. We'll come back to the top end for tweaking once the main engine components are finished. Naturally aspirated because it'll make the engine sound better, and as I'm sure you know by now, reduce the costs. Sticking with the good old-fashioned carburetor seemed like a good choice. We won't need mufflers where we're going. Surprise, surprise, the engine already wants to blow up. This car is going to run on a very rare and premium ethanol blend fuel. My reasoning for this is that while the car itself is cheap, we don't care how much the owner will have to pay after they buy it, including fuel prices. After a few tweaks, the engine outputs 31 horsepower with a red line of 4,500 revolutions per minute. It weighs 67 kilograms and costs an insane $130. Let's hear what this car sounds like. Sounds like a lawnmower. Added the cheapest manual gearbox and only 2 gears. Had to sacrifice some performance for cost effectiveness. Cross-ply utility tires are as basic as it gets. Also, I'm going to make the wheels as small as possible to represent my subscriber count. We won't need brakes where we're going. The brakes are less of a system and more of a suggestion. Rear seats cost more money, so obviously they are getting thrown in the bin. Basic interior and absolutely no entertainment system is perfect. 0 driver aids will be needed, and obviously this car will come with absolutely no safety measures at all. Safety third after all. After some tweaking, here's the final stats. Top speed of 50 miles per hour and weighs 750 kilograms with a 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2 to 3 business days. And for the big price reveal, the car costs a whole $1,300 to make. I'd say that's pretty damn cheap for a brand new car in this economy. Now we export this thing to BeamNG Drive to have some fun with it. Welcome to the test track. I'm going to test the handling and speed of the cheapest car money can buy. Hopefully, it surpasses expectations. Listen to that lawnmower roar. I guess first gear could have been extended a bit, and maybe the top speed could have been higher. Into the first corner now, and I'm steering at full lock to the left at 30 miles per hour, and the car still barely turns. Wow, this thing is really unstable. At least it looks the part. Going to try a bit of a top speed run now? Let's see how it does. The acceleration is best measured using a calendar. I reached a decent 60 miles per hour before having to brake to avoid a crash. Let's try a hill climb test. These thin and crusty tires have absolutely no chance of making it up this hill. Maybe a less steep incline will be better. It made it look easy. One amazing feature of this car is its size. Two obnoxiously big trucks parked halfway across the lines? No problem for us. I wonder what would happen if I dropped it off a cliff. I'm not sure if the lack of airbags helped there. Here's another demonstration of the incredible usefulness of this car. Easy as pie. If you want to watch any of my other automation videos, the links are all in the description or click the playlist on the end screen. If you enjoyed the video, please take the time to like and subscribe. It's completely free and it helps out a small creator. Thanks for watching.